What is going on, everybody? It's Captain Blue Shell coming to you guys today again with yet another mod build. Today, guys, we are going to be taking a look at the PINGA mod with the Peterbilt, the 389, and I know a lot of people ask this question. They say, why would you pay for a mod that's a 389 Peterbilt when you can get Vipers that is for free? We are going to be going into that kind of a comparison. It's not a full comparison video, but we are definitely going to be seeing what this mod has to offer. The link is in the description below. Of course, as always, huge shout out to PINGA too as well. We'll go ahead, fancy her up, and this is going to be another build, customization, and of course, guys, we are going to be driving it down the road in all of her sexiness. I'm hoping this won't be too long of a video, but this thing has a lot to offer. There's a lot of details, a lot of things that you can adjust to, you know, basically perfection to actually make it look like a custom show truck. So we're gonna go ahead, be getting all of this underway. Definitely stick around. It's Captain Blue Shell.
Well, if it isn't Captain Blue Shell.
As we start out our drive, guys, ladies and gentlemen, I do have to say that this is actually stock. So everything of this is original. Nothing has been edited or anything in any way. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Are we good on the side? I believe that we are. See, the AI isn't always all that bad, you know. Sometimes they have some decency. Thanks again, buddy. I appreciate it. You, sir, get a honk. And that's actually the original stock sound of your horn too as well. Yeah, baby. I think that's the only thing that I'm not used to with each truck that's different is the gearing as soon as you start out, because every truck, it seems, is like different gearing. I know that this one is set for, I'm pretty sure it's an 18 speed. I mean, we're getting up there in gear, but how beautiful is this interior? I mean, just look at this. I mean, it just kind of like screams modern, but at the same time, they got some cool, you know, classic throwbacks. I think with the options we might have, you know, with the steering wheel and all the panels too, it looks like there's a cop right in front of us, so I don't want to, like, you know, it's like
Leroy Jenkins!
I mean, yeah, like right off the bat, I mean, it looks like there's going to be a lot more, you know, for us to cover. Like I said, a lot more detail, especially in terms of just the interior, and I really can't wait. I've been waiting for an actual custom truck for quite a while. If you guys have been following the channel, you'll know that we've you know, been doing some different kind of things here and there, but it is so good to be back. Like, no joke, it is just nice to be back into the cab, onto a truck. Gonna be doing, you know, our first actual custom show truck. How exciting is that? That's the reason that I get excited with this game, and we'll finally be able to drive around custom to show off. Here we go, drifting test, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Why do I always try to go into sales? I don't know why. Maybe it's like a subconscious thing. Maybe I'm a compulsive buyer and I just don't know it. Maybe I'm like just trying to buy all the trucks. Like a custom truck, soon to be, just isn't good enough for me. I gotta buy another one just to get the compulsiveness out of me. I don't know. All right. It's Matthew McConaughey here, telling you guys the plan. To listen up, everybody. What we're gonna do? I've got this great plan. All right, you're gonna love it. What we're gonna do is we're going to go ahead and customize, build, and paint this truck, and then we're gonna go ahead and take it out and drive it down a road. That's right. Thank you, Matthew McConaughey. Alright, guys, let's go ahead, get right into, as we said, PINGA, the mod for Peterbilt 389, and as we said before, you know, the discussion is going to come up. Why would you need this mod? Why would you pay for this mod when you have Vipers, which is free? And that is actually going to be answered right now with the very first setting that we get to, which is going to be the cabs. So obviously you get a lot of selection with the cabs, but you get a lot of selections. Also included, you get the big cab, which is basically a long cab. This thing is the big Bubba Mother Gump Shrimp. I don't know. Apparently we have Forrest Gump here too. I don't know what's going on. The big Bubba Jumbo of the trucks. Basically this is going to be, like we said, the long cab. Also too, you get day cabs too as well here. I like the day cabs. The day cabs have like a nice classic kind of like oval. They're kind of like you kind of get like this dome on them. They actually look really nice. You get the Mercury, which is absolutely beautifully detailed. We also get the 36. We get the 379. And then on down, we get the 389, which is nice. You get the windows as options there too. We get the 63 as we've had it, kind of, you know, low down to the ground more. We get the cab bumper. Basically, these all have like their own bumpers. And then also too, we get Evans. I really love the Evans and how it looks. But this is the thing too, guys, is that you also get to pick your chassis. So unlike Viper mod, you can't really do this, which is, if we go to day cab, or get, you know, the regular day cab, where are you? There it is, day cab 1, and then we go to chassis. Check this out. If we go down to the chassis and we do dump, we can always go ahead and get a dump truck too as well. I absolutely love that. I would love to have kind of like a small show dump truck, or just for fun. You know, if you want to go ahead and role play, whatever it is that you want to do, then, I mean, there it is. And you also have a couple of different options, you know, the way that the wheels are set up. Or if you just want to have that set up, you can do that too. And everything, like we said, is customizable from here on out. It just comes down to picking and choosing what you want to do. And I really, that's the reason why I love all of the options. You know, if you want to go ahead and extend it, go for, you know, a really long chassis, with like say the Evans. Actually, that looks pretty stinking sexy, to be honest with you. It's long, it's extended, that's the way we love it, and that is what she said, guys. I'm on a roll. But also too, if you guys want this, we can go ahead and drop it down low just a little bit. Booyah, just like my girl J-Lo. And without further ado, guys, let me go ahead and introduce you to the paint jobs that you can get on this truck. And this is actually quite unbelievable how many paint schemes you can actually get. There's just so many patterns and just unbelievable. Like, they really do have kind of like the retro style paint schemes. I really love that. If you want something a little bit more, you know, technical with all these patterns kind of crisscrossing, you can do that. You can do something as, you know, as simple as almost two-tone with kind of like a curve. The list goes on, but the upside is that with each one of these, they are, you know, customizable. So each shadow, each, you know, basically each layer, you can go ahead and customize up as much as you want. And I mean, that it's really nice, because instead of having a mod in which you have to get other mods for your paint schemes, a lot of your paint schemes are right here. You know, you're in control of your paint job. And also too, it comes with some preset colors for you. So in case you want to, like, basically look like Cirque du Soleil in a convoy, you know, together, there's nothing wrong with that. Go for it. That is like, it reminds me of a Shrek truck, okay? This is the Shrek truck, okay? There's no other way around it. Donkey, what are you doing in my swamp? The wall is supposed to go around the swamp, not through it. They don't even have dental, okay? Alright, that's enough of that. My stupid, lame A impressions that suck. If you don't want me to do any more impressions, subscribe to the channel now. We have this beautiful blue, we have the red. I mean, you guys get the picture. We could go hours on end just with the paint schemes alone, but let's go ahead and paint it up. I had an idea in my head for this truck. For our very first custom show truck, I want to go ahead and do a Dreamsicle truck. Now, if you guys don't know what a Dreamsicle is, go and buy one just right now. They still make them. A Dreamsicle is an orange ice cream that has basically like a milk center. It's like a frozen milk center of it. I'm not really sure if it's cream or milk, but you guys kind of get the picture. It's the orange and white. So we're going to be doing that. Going to be making a Dreamsicle truck itself. And out of all of these options, all of these, like, just crazy amounts of just freaking paint styles galore, I think I went ahead. I think I'm going to be doing this one. I know it's just kind of like a tone paint. It's nothing crazy, you know, like this one, kind of like the old classics. But we're going to go ahead and just do kind of a tone, you know, like a differential tone. And I think it's going to be good enough. And also, too, you know what? I'm going to make this truck a tribute to my grandfather because he had a Chevy that was white with orange. They were kind of like melted flames that were kind of going back. It was like lowered and everything. It was a beautiful, beautiful truck. It had the visor that was down too as well. So we're going to go ahead and make a tribute here. We're going to go ahead and make the main color kind of like this pearly white. And then what we'll do is that we'll go ahead and add up some orange up on top. And then also the fender, the same orange here. And then this one might be orange too as well. I kind of like that. It actually looks kind of cool. It looks classic. It's very clean. But at the same time, you know, it's nothing like out there. It's nothing like, oh, you know, like, look at me. It's just, it's very, very cool with the two colors. I like it. We'll go ahead and keep it something super simple, super clean, and nothing to it. But what is going to be actually adding to it and making this truck what it is, guys, are all of the accessories. Look at this. Look at how many dots you can go ahead and just go to town with, and we will actually be doing that. Let's go ahead and start with the grill. We can get a bug deflector if we want to, which is actually going to be the top here. So basically, you'll go ahead and have this line right on through. You can also do the logo here too as well. If you want it painted, if you want it the black or the chrome with the red, choice is yours. Let's go ahead and go on down. This is one of my favorite aspects of the truck, guys, and this is what it separates it from anything that would be free, is because it has underglow, glowing options. One of those glowing options is actually the front grille. If you can see, we've got orange coming off. It's basically like you know, the motor. It's basically the motor light itself. You can go red, you can go kind of for like a deep blue, which is really cool. I really love the blue. You can go for violet, which makes it kind of look like a black light in there too as well a little bit. We're going to go and stick with orange, stick with the theming, because I think it really does, you know, it does pop with the grill, especially at night. We got some painted lights, the painted headlights that we just did. We want to go ahead and do, we can do like a flashy chrome. We can do a darker chrome too as well. There's so many options between chrome and the blackening of the grill. I really like how they do this. Also to the bars that you guys see, we can paint those too if we want. But I think we'll go ahead and stick with this one. I like how it looks with the lights and everything too as well. It looks really, really cool. Those are the headlights. Let's go ahead, get down here. Let's go ahead and also choose the style of headlights. I really like these ones, but the options are just really cool. They look very, very modern, and they work really, really well with the truck. I think that they look absolutely phenomenal. I never noticed that. The kind of like the orange underneath that one. I might actually change up my my headlights. You know what? Actually, we're going to do that. We're going to go ahead and stick with this one. I really like those. We got fender bars that we can paint, which are basically going to be over here underneath the headlights, if you guys can see. So you can go ahead and keep those painted. We'll go ahead and keep that as an orange too as well. And remember that I said that we could paint the bars if we wanted to. I mean, we can paint the full bars as like this, you know, beautiful pearly white. We can go ahead and just do the edges. All kinds of tons of options for your bars, which is actually really cool. Or you can get a cover, which I think these are really, really neat. If you want to go ahead and have the pirate, you can go ahead and do that as well. You know, if there was more, you know, foul language on this channel, I guess this channel, you know, this video might be rated R. No? Alright, I take it back. I'm sorry. If you guys don't want any more corny, bad jokes, subscribe. Let's go ahead and take a look at the diamonds too as well. I like how they do the diamonds kind of in the front. We might keep the diamonds I'm not sure. What do they look like? Kind of silver. The silver tone. It's not bad, actually. This one, however, kind of gets rid of your glow. I'm not really sure why it does, but if you go for that top one, your glow is just not going to be as good. Or we can just go ahead and keep it basically clean and simple. And look at these ones up here too. I really want you to see the detail. Look at how detailed with the texture this actually gets. This looks so stinking cool. Or if you want to go ahead and just have the screen just basically blacked out, you can do that too. But I think that the texture, they do it so well. They really hit the nail right on the head with that. And it really makes the truck like pop. It's like just that much more fancy, you know? But yeah, I mean, even with the grill, you get just so many options. So I went ahead, I opted for the diamonds too as well. I kind of like the white diamonds, just kind of how they, you know, it's like it's not something overblown or cartoony. It's nothing that kind of detracts away from the truck. It's just subtle, but at the same time you can notice it, so I really like that. Also too, the bumper, let's go ahead and talk about that. So the bumper, you actually have a lot of choices of different bumpers, different shapes, and the different aspects in which you can go ahead and put your lights on. And as we get down here, you know, if you see like this one's a much thinner bumper, if you want to, we get the ones that are, you know, dragging, that are definitely down low too as well to the ground. It just, there's just so many shapes. I really like this one, kind of like the curved. You know, I think we're going to go ahead and just stick with the PINGA 3. Just because it's like this big old giant mass of just chrome, but at the same time on the sides you can kind of see this detail, kind of how it curves. And if you want to, you can go ahead and put the lights on. I'll be doing that, but I'll show you guys that later because it does take a few, it takes a few minutes with the lights for you to get it set up. We're not going to be going overboard, just a couple of lights. But speaking of lights too as well, guys, we can go ahead and get beacons up on here. And the upside is that the beacons actually work. So that's an upside too as well. If you're doing like heavy loads or, you know, oversized cargo, you can definitely do the beacons. I'm not sure if this one works as well. It doesn't look like it does right now. I know that this one does though for a fact. There we go. Kind of like a smaller beacon. Or if you want to go ahead and have the 2 cones on it too as well, you can do that. And booyah, you've got beacons. We've got a light adapter up here. We're going to go ahead and get that one. So basically, it'll allow you to put your lights up on top here, right above the visor itself. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and just do horns, because I think on the visor itself, we can do, you know, like the lights. So let's go ahead and do these here. And now we'll go ahead and take a look at the cabin lights. So this basically, they give you some options to go ahead and put up here if you want the marks or the bullet lights. It's up to you. So there we go. Added just a few lights up here, a few of the marks, a few of the bullet lights. Nothing fancy. Nothing out there, you know, that you shouldn't already have. Also, too, let's go ahead and take a look at the interior lights. Now, these are cool. I've tried the beacons. The beacons don't really do much as you're kind of sitting in your cab. But if you do the parking lights, they will light up whatever color that you go ahead and pick. And, of course, too, actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and mix it up a little bit. Instead of doing an orange light of the interior, I'm going to go ahead and do a blue light, only because I know that the blue light looks a little bit like white, and it doesn't really matter. It doesn't throw it off. It doesn't throw the color off. I really like how the blue lights work, so we're going to go ahead and stick with that. Speaking of lights, guys, your truck does come with, basically, it's like an underglow for the cab. We're going to go ahead and keep that orange too as well, and then I'll show you to match it over here is going to be that underglow. So you basically get 2 underglows. You get one for the cab itself, and then one that's going to be basically underneath your chassis. And I've already got a trailer that has underglow too as well. So we're going to be like a long, beautiful, glowing orange sunlight underneath our truck. It's going to be freaking great. We've also got this option too as well, since we're staying up here in this area now. Basically, you can go ahead and change the windscreen a little bit, kind of give it some tint, which I absolutely love. I love the way that that looks. The upside is that this doesn't affect you looking out. So it's only going to be You know, basically the exterior, it's just the tint. As you're looking out, it doesn't really change anything. This is basically the way to change kind of like it's kind of like the lining of the windscreen too as well. So you can go ahead and do any windscreen, but also too, it'll kind of, you know, blacken tint your windscreen too. So I think that looks absolutely amazing. Speaking of looking with bad attitude, let's go ahead and do that sun visor. I'm not a huge fan of the bow tie sun visors, to be honest with you. We can always go ahead to and get it painted, and of course it's coming out with that beautiful looking orange. But I think what we'll do, instead of doing something over the top to where we can't really see out of it, I'm just going to go ahead and do something short, little and simple. Just that one. I think that one looks good enough. It kind of gives it some attitude, but at the same time we can see out the windscreen, and everything is a little bit more clear. And there we go. We got the lights for the sun visor. It's nothing over the top, nothing crazy. Just some simple lights there, and there it is without all the dots and everything too. I think it looks kind of cool. It may be a little over decorated with the horns. I may take a couple of those off, but it's just to kind of, you know, give you a retrospect. And there, that is what it looks like without all of the dots too as well. I kind of changed up the horns just a little bit. Looked like there was like too many of them, so I'm just trying to keep it minimalized. And I don't want anything in the middle. Kind of looks like our truck is like a unicorn or something. Looks kind of weird. So just a couple lights up on top. Nothing, you know, fancy schmancy, anything like that. But let's go ahead, get right back into all of the customizations. And since we are over here by the windows, guys, there's just so much that you can just edit and detail. I mean, we're not going to be going through everything, all of the details or anything, but these are going to be basically your exhaust covers. I really love how these come out. You can go a lot of chrome. You can do kind of like the more darker chrome with the covers themselves. Like I said, I mean, there's just so many. The pipes down here are going to change too a little bit on you. If you just want just the chrome, there it is. Kind of some texture up on there too as well. I'm not sure which this one is. Oh, I kind of like that one with the pipe down there that you can see. And then of course too, you've got it basically where it just paints, you know, right on over. It can be chrome, or if like I said, you want to go ahead and paint it, it'll just kind of paint right over it. And speaking of exhaust, guys, plenty of options for you here. I'm gonna go ahead and be getting my my flat, basically my cropped chopped exhaust pipes. I want something kind of a little bit more thin. That's what she did not say that. I think these might actually be it. Yes, there we are. Okay, that'll work for me. Basically, we got some straight pipes going up. It's basically, I mean, they're a pretty good size. So let's go ahead and continue moving on. Just so many options. Over here on the sides, guys, all of this you can paint the ladders, or if you want to go ahead, have them step up on a tank with a couple steps, you can do that too as well if you want it painted. If you want some chrome on it or just the entire thing painted, that is completely up to you. And what I'm going to do with that, I'm basically just going to go ahead and keep this ladder over here, kind of some chrome and some paint. And then over here on the passenger side, they'll be stepping up onto the tank, because screw the passenger, the side skirts. Same thing, we can go ahead and pick a tank if we want to. A big old massive tank if we want short tanks. It's up to you. The sky is the limit. Or if you even want more ladders too as well. Like, this is the thing with this mod, you know? It's like you basically just set it up as much as you want to. You know, as far and few in between as you want. Ladders, tanks, whatever it is, all the way down, you can do it. I'm gonna go ahead and keep that one with a little bit of chrome here. And then also too, over here, you can still get yet another tank if you want to on this side. I mean, like I said, I mean, you can get like tanks pretty much all the way down. Over here, back here, we can go ahead and get this little bar. If you have the accessories to go ahead and put on these, like any more lights, you can do that too as well. But let's go ahead and get serious. Back here on our chassis itself, so we do have a lot of options here, a lot of paint options, a lot of chrome options. Sky is the limit pretty much with your detail over here. I think it's the same paint scheme. I don't know if you can actually change it up or not. So yes, it is the same paint color, but you kind of get some different textures too as well. As you can see, we kind of have like some, I'm not sure if those are screws or rivets, whatever the case might be. Or if you want to go ahead and get this pattern, you can too as well. It's kind of like, almost like, it looks like a quilt. It actually looks pretty cool. And also too, along here, you can go ahead and be doing these back with the cables. So if you want to go ahead and actually have cables, you can do that, have it painted. Or if you want to go ahead and have, basically it's like some controls, I think. Yeah, there we go. You can go ahead and do the controls there. I just went ahead, I left it with the controls, kind of like a little area for it too as well. So also too, mud guards, guys. Like I said, huge amount of options. I mean, the list just goes on and on with all the customizations. You can have them split with the, with the fenders, or you can go ahead and have them conjoined here. I'm gonna go ahead and be going for the ones with a little bit of chrome. This is the one that I want right here. So it does have a little bit of chrome, but also too, it paints your wheels. This is absolutely beautiful, and I think it just goes super well with the rest of the truck. Look at how well this thing is coming together. Like, it's just sitting low. You can tell that it's really being customized, and also too, with the afterglow, the lights, it comes out super nice. Also too, back here, guys, we can go ahead and paint the ramp. We just did that. We can also do the frame tip to go ahead and get that painted with some lights. Also back here with the mud flaps too as well. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna pick the one with the most amount of lights. It's gonna be this one, it looks like, apparently. And yes, that's plenty of brake lights. I like how low it is to the ground. It's almost dragging, kind of like our front fender, and that's a sign of a good, like custom truck. Because it's, it's down, it's low, it's to the ground, but at the same time, it's got plenty of lights, and it looks super schmexy. You can also go ahead and do the backside, some racks. They actually give you a lot of options with the racks too as well. I'm not a huge fan of racks, to be honest with you, but I think I might actually do a rack on this one. Just for the fun of it. Also too, with the racks, you can also go ahead and get a winch too as well. This is actually really cool because it's actually painted, and it doesn't look like the winch has been used, anything like that. It looks like the winch actually has some class, super shiny, lots of chrome. I absolutely love this winch, I really do. And so yeah, I mean, with that, we've got the rack with a lot of lights. I mean, like a lot of lights. It's probably too many lights, but I don't really care. We went ahead, added some lights up here, down here too as well, to give us that orange feeling as we're going down the road. Also too, down here, the side skirts. You can go ahead and get those painted. This is actually going to be like a lot of white and orange, but that's exactly the way we want it. And I went ahead, got some running lights here, so I'm going to go ahead and do it on the other side too as well. And so yeah, guys, I mean, lights, side skirt lights, both sides, there we go. And speaking of sides, guys, it's nice that we can go ahead and also get our windows. Basically we're going to go ahead and put a little bit of visors here on the windows too as well. Those are a little bit too big. They kind of make it to where I can't really see out of the truck at all. So we're gonna go ahead and do a little bit of some thinner ones. You can also get them painted too as well. There is the option to get them painted. And there we go, guys, with that white paint to match. So yeah, I mean, basically it looks like we got some attitude going on with this. We have plenty of lights too as well. This is actually coming together really well, and I love the effects of everything that just kind of comes together. And it's nice to have that style, that design with, the colors of your choice. They kind of match up and blend in perfectly. I think it's a beautiful truck as it is. We still have a little bit more of a customizing to do. Which, speaking of which, let's go ahead and take a look at the air filters. I know that we can go ahead and do those. Let me go and find out where they are for us. Are these ones? Yes. So you can also go ahead, get the the air filters painted too as well. Oh, I really like these ones, kind of this one with the chrome. I think we might actually be having a little bit too much like white, just like right in the middle. It kind of looks a little bland. I might change up the painting scheme just a little bit, but that's the beautiful thing about it, is that you can go ahead, you can save your painting scheme, you can attach another one with all of the ones that we have that are presets in the paint jobs. That's what makes this mod just that much beautiful. It's like, if you want to go ahead and change the entire truck, look here, like basically on a dime, you can completely do that. There it goes, guys. Here we go. Let's go ahead. Yeah, so basically I switched up just a little bit. We still have the orange and white. The white is still kind of in the middle, but the white is now on the chassis. Also, too, we've got orange and white on the rack, which is nice. It kind of mixes it up a little bit. And also, too, the front is kind of orange. So it kind of has this, like, connection in the front. Still with the white, still with the orange. I think it really looks good. It gives it a little bit more orange, a little bit more flavor, and but still all of the white here, all of the, you know, back down here, kind of the chrome. Makes it look a little white too as well, and I really like that. Yeah, I mean, I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the outside of it. We'll go ahead and do the interior. A lot of details, a lot of changes with the interior, but I want to go ahead and have you take a look at this. So this is the amount of detail that you can paint. Everything that I've shown you is not even near everything that you can do with this. You can go ahead and paint the belt itself. You can go ahead and paint, where is it, the tank straps. And also to this one, which is, of course, the bracket of the tank, too, as well. I mean, it's just that much detailed. All of the painting that you can do within this truck, the outside and the inside, which we're going to be doing right now, it's absolutely exquisite. Before we do go to the interior, a quick note on the air filters. If you guys go ahead and press this little dot up on the top, you can go ahead and add in a light, and basically it'll kind of shine through. It's supposed to shine through. I don't know as if it actually will or not, but technically that's a thing. So if you have any more, you know, light packs or anything that you can use to go ahead and brighten it up, go ahead and go for it. I mean, it's worth a try. And here we are, guys, in the interior. We have a lot of work to do. First off, of course, everybody's first off, it's going to be the steering wheel. I believe we get an orange. Yes, we do. We get an orange steering wheel because we kind of, you know, changed up the, you know, the painting scheme. Also, we have the pinion truck color. That's kind of a cool one. I like how they kind of give you that option. Actually, I like the other one a little bit better. I think that one's just a little bit too chrome. You know what? Actually, we might actually just go ahead and use that. Decisions already. Speaking of decisions, we have a lot of options with dash kits here too as well. So these are going to be orange for me, since that's the main color scheme. And then you can go ahead and separate the gauges here. You can kind of keep some of them melted together. It's a lot of different variety of just kind of, you know, of what you want kind of mixed together or what you want separated. I kind of like that a little bit separated. Looks good. Also, too, we have our choice of panel on the dash. A lot of options, too, as well. If you want to go ahead and do like a Boise State or Gators or anything like that, go for it. Also, too, we've got some wood options. As you guys know, I'm not a huge fan of the wood options, so I might just go ahead and keep it like white there for us. We got some red. We don't have any orange, so I probably will go ahead and keep it white, just to kind of keep it with the truck color scheme here. Also, to the dashboard itself, you can go ahead and pick out what color you want the dials to be. That's actually really freaking awesome. Speedometer, we have ours is orange. You can also pick out these readouts. We've got blue too as well. I was thinking of doing the blue, but I think orange just kind of makes sense for us. And do we want keys in the ignition too as well? It's kind of cool. I don't really know as to why, like, you can barely see them, but that's a cool option to have. Over here too, real quick, with the passenger side, basically on the dash, we can go ahead and color up the air conditioner units there, like some AC. We can go ahead and do the chrome. The sky is the limit. It's actually kind of cool. I like the paint kind of with the chrome. That looks pretty good. We've got this down here, which we're going to go ahead and keep white too as well. Kind of keep that white and orange theme going. Down here, we've got the floor options, so we can do like blue. There's different textures too as well. So if you want like rug, carpet, whatever the case might be, if we want gray, just kind of like that. And there's a lot. I mean, you can actually even get wood flooring. That's actually pretty freaking awesome. We might actually stick with this wood flooring. I don't know, it's just like, it looks just so different with the actual like wood. Oh, I like that. I actually like that. We might actually keep that. The white is just kind of like blaring. It's just kind of like, the white is like super loud. I'm going to go ahead and just keep that first one that we saw. I think that's really cool. Let's go ahead and move on to the seats themselves. And yes, we have a few options in white and black too as well. We get armrests, or if you don't want armrests, if you don't want the seat there at all, you can go ahead and take it out. I think that's a pretty cool option. We'll probably go ahead and stick with those seats here. And we've also got the same style with the black center in blue. We've got green. We've got red, they said too as well. We'll probably go ahead, like I said, just keep it white. And the SCS, let me go ahead and take a look at that too as well. That got rid of our seat. That's an ejection seat. Basically, you press a button and they go, whoa, whoa, where'd my passenger go? That's basically what it looks like normal. So we'll go ahead and keep it with the white here instead. I can never get a break with this, man. I keep on choosing the option that gets rid of the seats. Also, too, up here, too, as well, we'll go ahead and keep it with the paint scheme of the truck. Kind of lighten it up a little bit. And also, too, we get a CB radio, which I think is absolutely freaking awesome. We're going to go ahead and keep that blue. We can also get the cables for it, too, as well. I'm going to go ahead. There's another one that kind of puts it back here. I think it kind of sometimes gets in your view, so we'll go ahead and just kind of keep it there for us. It doesn't really take up that much from the windscreen though. Also, to the main borders here, you can go ahead and do it however you want to too. We didn't even look at the green, but the green is actually kind of a cool. It's actually kind of a cool option, to be honest with you. We'll go and keep that lighted up. I only wish that the white on the borders and everything was like a little bit more bright, but it is what it is. It still kind of looks gray, even though the color is white. It does look gray itself. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of keep this gray and white there for us. Back here, you can change that even on the border, and then also too, guys, the bed. Look at this thing. This is like absolutely freaking ridiculous. We don't want pillows. There we go. The paint of the truck, I guess. I don't know what it means by paint, but it's crazy to have like a red bed, right? I'll go ahead and keep the bed gray itself, but this one we're gonna go ahead and do a little bit lighter of a wall here by the bed. And then also that's going to be our rack too as well over there. I mean, for the most part, I think our interior actually looks pretty well. We're going to have our speedometers as orange. We should have our lights kind of like blue, but they'll be more like a whiter like light. It's not gonna go ahead and deter from the truck scheme at all. Trust me, I promise you. The seat's white. We got like our mattress, everything over here. Nothing too fancy. Is this something else that we can do? The ceiling? Yes, it is. We can go and brighten up the ceiling a little bit back there. And then also, too, I forgot that we can go ahead, add on the mirror some lights, too, as well. I really love those lights. They look kind of cool while you're driving. So, yeah, I think that this might be our truck, guys. Just a couple more things that I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead, like the front fenders here. You can go ahead and put a little bit of chrome here, too, as well with the paint. I'm going to do that, just little options like that for us here. And just little other things. I got some, some lights on the bumper, just on the bottom of the bumper itself. I went ahead, got rid of the diamonds, just to kind of give it more like clean look. I don't know. And also too, I'm just finishing up with the tires. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and be going for the US tire, that big old bold black tire. We'll go ahead and do the standard rim. And basically that's going to kind of cover it with the other wheels. I can't wait to get this onto the trailer, which is actually the Bart's trailer. But this is actually one of the best builds I've done in such a long time. I mean, if you look at this, it looks super sleek, super like just custom. I mean, it looks like it has attitude, but at the same time, I may have too many lights on it, but I really want to see this thing glow in the dark, like with the underlights, you know, under the motor light, the day cab light, the chassis light, and then we'll have our trailer light. The trailer is going to be another video on its own, but man, this has really come together. Just super, super nice, super clean. It's low to the ground. It looks like a custom truck, and it looks like something that would be rolling into an actual truck show. And I'm just like, I'm glad, you know, I mean, like I said too, you know, you don't have to have the same cab. You know, if it's not your thing, if the diamond's just like not your thing, you can go ahead. I don't know if this is gonna ruin everything else. It probably will. I'm not gonna risk it. But anyway, you kind of get the picture. You know, if you don't want the rack, you don't have to have it. It's kind of shiny, nice. If you want something more clean, you know, and straightforward, you can do that too. But I am absolutely in love. So let's go ahead. How about we get this out on the road, driving it, and see what she's got, shall we? Here it is, guys. We are in our brand new truck, and I absolutely love it. Like, I love the interior. Now, I'm going to show you the exterior in just a second with the trailer, with the lights and everything. I mean, that's pretty much the reason as to why we drive at night. Am I right? It's all the glowing lights, everything that just looks absolutely amazing, absolutely beautiful. Let's go ahead and pull this puppy on out. No peeking. No peeking at the trailer. I see you trying to cheat. All right, let's go ahead and start bringing her out a little bit. I've always hated... I'll be honest with you, I've always hated my garage and how tight of a turn it actually is. I want to go ahead and get this somewhere... Nope, you're not looking at my trailer. I want to go ahead and get this somewhere super dark. Actually, I think right here might actually work. Yes, before we hit the light. There we go. Alright, so let me go and put on my parking brake, just like a real trucker. Are you guys ready to see some lights? I'm ready to see some lights. I don't know about you. Alright, let's go ahead, get them on. Oh, look at that! Alright, it's like, oh man, the gauges, like, the gauges just kind of pop out at me, like, out of nowhere, you know what I mean? It's like, we got this beautiful, like I said, it's kind of like a blue light, but it looks white, doesn't it? It looks like just kind of like this little, like, dim of a, like, white light. It's kind of cool. Alright, let's go and do our headlights, and this is a mod with the headlights, but it actually looks absolutely fantastic. Let's go ahead, look on the outside since we're done with the inside. Are you ready? You're probably going to be hearing that a lot in this Are You Ready, guys, but let's go ahead. Oh, my God. Oh, baby, look at that, man. Even the grill, like, let me go ahead and zoom up on the grill. It's kind of weird because it, like, pixelates, like, far away, which... I mean, it kind of would in real life, you know, if you're too far away, if you're too far to the side, you're not going to see it. But oh my God, with that grill and all of the lights and everything, like look at our underglow from the cab light, and that's not all. We also, remember, with our beacons, we get the underglow from the backside. Let me go and do that. Booyah! Oh my God, look at that, guys. Oh my God, that is what we've been needing. I'm gonna go ahead and just correct my steering wheel, because that way we can also take a look at the turning lights too as well. Oh baby, look at that, the side of the bumper, the side there. We've also got some turning lights. Actually, we have one of them. Well, actually, no, technically three of them, because two on the top of the rack itself, and then also to our right. Oh man, that's beautiful. We really did a good job. Like, I know we say that on each build, but this is probably the best build that I've done so far. And I know with the trailer, it's Bart's trailer, but oh my God, it does so well. And this PINGA mod, guys, oh my God, huge shout out again to PINGA. This is breathtaking as to how custom it actually looks. All the possibilities that you get with this. I'm going to go ahead, put it to a little bit of the daylight so we can kind of see, you know, the coloration, all of the aesthetics kind of in the morning time. So let's go ahead and do that. There it is, guys, in the daylight. Take a look at this. Oh my God. The color came out just so super smooth. I want to go ahead and show you one last edit that I did. It was just this small, like, little silver bar. It's kind of like a little like pinstripe right in the middle. I went ahead and just left that kind of silver. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, you can barely notice it, but also too at the front, the grill, you can still tell with the LEDs, and it looks amazing. Like, it really does. Like, front, like if you're actually coming up towards it, and then everything else with the orange. I mean, you have it just to kind of, you know, make it look and make it glow as it should. It's kind of like an orange sunball of just fun and exciting of trucking, and I absolutely love it. I mean, we went out to create a Dreamsicle truck, and this 100% is a Dreamsicle truck. Like, this is, I'm definitely taking screenshots, I'm posting it everywhere. I'm very proud of this. PINGA mod, oh my god, mwah, it's, oh my goodness, just absolutely. But let's go ahead and shut up about me, you know, blabbing on. Let's go ahead and drive it, shall we? Look at the, I love the interior. I love everything as those go off. And then, I mean, you can kind of see a little bit of the lights. Not as much, but it's there. And I mean, now we're back in it super early in the morning, so the sunlight will be coming up, but we're gonna go ahead and drive it just for a little bit. And look at the lights as they come on. This is such an amazing little sequence. I love the gauges. The light kind of fades on, and then you get your headlights. So it's not like the light just pops on. It's like, oh my god, it like fades. It's so beautiful. Like, I could just keep looking at that. I don't even know why. And then if we look back to our mirror outside of our trailer in the dark, in the nighttime, god, this is just a great, it's a great way to just kind of roll down, you know, the road and just kind of start glowing and show off the truck. That's what trucks are for, right? Is to show off on the road with the chrome and the paint. Heck yeah. I think the back, our brake lights, oh, super bright. It really illuminates the trailer, like it really does. So, I mean, you don't have to have the back rack if you don't want to, if it's not your thing to have that many brake lights, but oh my god, let's go ahead, let's get this thing on rolling. Let me go ahead and get my wipers on a little bit more. There we go. And let's go ahead, get this baby into gear. The parking brake, it's like I'm a real trucker. Alright, gonna go ahead, pulling on out, just gonna watch my trailer here, and basically we're just gonna be driving down the road, just testing it. I really want to do live streams in this thing. This is just such a phenomenal, please don't get into a car wreck. This guy, man, this guy, am I right? Oh, he had miles. Oh, this guy. All right, we're back on it, and hopefully we won't get into a wreck here, as I was saying, as I was supposed to say, as I'm hoping. No, but this is like, I mean, I'm super comfortable with driving with this light. I think if it was like a little too blue, it would probably like put me to sleep. I don't know what it would be like orange, but we can find that out later on. But I love this interior light. Just the orange, the gauges, everything. Like, it just looks so fantastic. As we get up here, guys, with the rain clearing, I'm going to go ahead and get my wipers off. There we go. As we're going to make this turn, what I'll do, I'll go ahead and get it in the camera so we can see it going down the road. But, I mean, like, what a fantastic little truck this is. What a fantastic mod. And it lights up the entire road, especially the back rack of it too as well. Actually, I think I might tone down the brake lights just a little bit, because it's kind of like if you're looking at the truck, it's just illuminating the trailer, which it's not a bad thing. Like, it's not a bad thing at all. It's just, you know, it's just like a lot of red lights when we want orange lights, but oh my god, look at that thing, baby. I mean, just, you know, just being able to ride and cruise, and I'm just hoping that I don't hit into any traffic up here. Okay, we're going slow enough, we're good. I mean, like, if you see this in real life, you're gonna stop and take a look, you know? I mean, you kind of have to. I mean, it's just that beautiful of a truck. I know that we could probably follow this road all the way down. We're gonna go ahead and make a turn here. There we go. Nice turn. And I can't see my RPMs. I can barely, like, even hear them too, so just a heads up, but Man, this thing running through the towns as it is, glowing, as beautiful as it is. You gotta love it. I mean, you have to absolutely love it. I do. I certainly do. If we get a rolling shot of the grill, oh baby, oh my god, look at that. Super schmexy, baby. And if we look at the back too, I did some customizations. We got our dancing skeleton and also our dancer over on the right there. And then also on the left, the flag for EMTs and paramedics to show some support there. The flag actually does kind of a cool animation. I really like it, but I like the back. I like that you can kind of put the the decals and everything there. Brake lights are nice. The trailer, I mean, you know, just with everything, it matches perfectly. But guys, like I said, enough with the trailer. That's going to be its own video. This truck is just absolutely phenomenal. I mean, if you guys have the opportunity to get it, I highly recommend it. There's just so much that you can customize, so many different trucks. And like we said, you know, if you don't want a simple semi truck, you can go for a dump truck if you want to. You can go for the long cab, which we are going to definitely be checking out too as well. That long cab, it's calling my name. It's calling my name. For a very long trailer with a very long truck, this thing has it all. I mean, it can really go well with any trailer mod that you guys have. The light mods, I think they usually keep up pretty well. My light mods came up without a problem, so there's that. I mean, just being able to drive and cruise in your own like custom truck, it feels good. Like, it feels right and it feels nice. You know, like, it feels exactly as it's supposed to feel, just like everywhere. You know, we've got the bottom, we've got our wood floor too as well. It's so stinking, it's so amazing. I'm glad that I paid this, and like I said, I can't recommend it even more. So if you guys do have the mod, tell me what you guys think. If you've been looking into the mod, I hope this kind of helps. Like I said, I do recommend it. I hope that you guys, you know, have fun with your mods, and that's what, you know, the main point of this game is, you know, is to have fun. It's to build, it's to drive what you want, your dream machine on the road, as we've just made. And I think people on the outside don't really understand. It's like, oh, you're gonna have fun, you know, like driving a truck? Well, yeah, actually I am. And they kind of just don't seem to get it, some of them. But once you build something that you've been wanting to, the way that you want it, and you're able to drive this realistic in a simulator, yeah, I mean, there's just no other feeling like it. So yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just leave it from there. As we're hitting the straightaway, I'll go ahead and go for a third-person shot here real quick. Oh man, it looks even better with the sunlight and all the chrome. You really appreciate the chrome on this. Oh my god, that's magnificent. But yeah, guys, I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that it was entertaining as it was informative. And I will see you guys on that next beautiful trucking adventure. It's Captain Blue Shell. That was close. That was close. Alright, that was close. You want to go ahead and ruin my ending? Go right ahead. Oh, we ruined our own ending. I don't need help from the AI when I can ruin my own ending. Alright, guys. I'll see you on that next amazing Oh, you want to go with the horns? Okay. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I got a better horn than you ever will. I'll see you guys on that next amazing trucking adventure. It's Captain Blue Shell. I'm out.